Your mind is full of thoughts, constantly moving, always reaching for something. Memories of the past, worries about the future, endless distractions. It can feel like your thoughts are controlling you, pulling you in every direction, leaving no room for peace. But what if you didn't have to follow every thought? What if, beneath all the noise, there was a place of deep calm and clarity just waiting for you? That place exists. It is inside you right now. It has always been there, but the mental noise has made it hard to hear. Imagine if your mind was like a still lake, reflecting the beauty of life instead of being disturbed by every passing breeze. Imagine if you could tap into that stillness any time you needed, knowing that every answer, every direction, and every truth you seek is already within you. Most people live in their heads, believing every thought that comes to them, reacting to every worry, and feeling trapped by their own minds. But you are not your thoughts. You are something deeper, wiser, and far more powerful. When you quiet the mind, you can hear your own inner guidance, and life begins to flow effortlessly. You no longer feel lost, anxious, or confused. You move with certainty, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You don't have to silence your thoughts completely. That is not the goal. The goal is to no longer be controlled by them. To be able to step back, take a breath, and say, I do not have to follow every thought that enters my mind. I can choose peace. The mind is designed to think. It collects information, looks for patterns, and tries to protect you from danger. But in today's world, the mind doesn't just warn you about real danger. It fills your head with unnecessary noise. It replays old conversations, worries about things that haven't even happened, and fills quiet moments with self-doubt. You might wonder, why can't my mind just be still? Why does it always feel like I'm thinking too much? The answer is simple. The mind is doing what it has been trained to do. From the time you were a child, you were taught to stay alert, to prepare for the worst, to think ahead. You were taught to analyze, compare, and judge. The mind learned to be busy, and now it doesn't know how to stop. But here's the truth. Not every thought is important. Not every thought is true. The mind loves to create stories. It imagines problems that don't exist. It overanalyzes simple situations, and it convinces you that you need to worry in order to be safe. But worrying does not make you safer. Overthinking does not bring you peace. It only drains your energy and keeps you stuck in a cycle of mental exhaustion. Your thoughts are like clouds in the sky. Some are bright and clear, others are dark and heavy. But just as the sky does not chase after the clouds, you do not have to chase after every thought. You can simply observe them, let them pass, and return to the stillness beneath. Right now, take a deep breath. Feel the air enter your body, filling you with calm. As you breathe out, imagine letting go of one thought that has been weighing on you. Even if your mind tries to hold on to it, gently remind yourself, this thought does not define me. I choose peace. Stillness is not something you find outside of yourself. It is not in the perfect job, the perfect relationship, or the perfect environment. Stillness is something you create from within, and you can access it anytime, no matter where you are or what is happening in your life. One of the most powerful ways to quiet the mind is to focus on your breath. When the mind is busy, the breath becomes shallow and fast. But when you slow down and take deep, intentional breaths, something shifts. The body relaxes. The heart rate slows. The mind follows. Right now, try this simple exercise. Take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely. Hold for a moment. Slowly exhale through your mouth, releasing tension as you breathe out. Repeat this 2 more times, feeling your body soften with each breath. This is not just a breathing exercise. This is a reminder that you are in control of your inner state. No matter how loud the world is, no matter how fast your thoughts seem to be moving, you can always come back to your breath. It is your anchor, your connection to peace. Another powerful way to create inner silence is to watch your thoughts instead of reacting to them. Instead of getting caught up in a stressful thought, step back and observe it. Imagine that you are watching a train pass by. The train is filled with different thoughts, some positive, some negative. You do not have to get on the train. You can simply watch it go by. The next time a negative thought appears, instead of believing it immediately, ask yourself, is this thought true? Does this thought help me or hurt me? What would happen if I simply let it go? Most of the time, thoughts come and go, but we hold on to them because we believe they are important. The truth is, not all thoughts deserve your attention. Some thoughts are just passing noise, and the more you let them go, the more space you create for clarity, peace, and inner wisdom. Silence is not empty. It is full of wisdom. It is where your true self speaks. It is where answers come, not from fear, but from a place of trust and knowing. You do not have to fight your thoughts. You do not have to struggle to silence them. You simply need to allow them to come and go without attachment. And in that space, beneath the noise, you will find what has always been there, your own inner direction, guiding you gently and lovingly toward the life you are meant to live. The mind loves to analyze everything. It asks endless questions. What if this happens? What if I make the wrong choice? What if things don't go the way I expect? Overthinking is exhausting. It makes even simple decisions feel overwhelming. It fills the mind with doubt and creates problems that don't even exist. But overthinking does not bring clarity. It only brings confusion. You do not need to think your way to peace. Peace comes when you let go of the need to figure everything out. Imagine holding a glass of water. At first it feels light, but if you hold it for hours, your arm begins to ache. The weight hasn't changed, but your effort to hold on to it has made it unbearable. This is what happens when you hold on to thoughts for too long. The longer you carry them, the heavier they feel. It's okay to put the glass down. It's okay to release the thought. You do not need to carry it all the time. When the mind starts to spiral into overthinking, try this simple shift. Instead of asking, "What if everything goes wrong?" ask, "What if everything works out better than I imagined?" Instead of saying, "I don't know what to do," remind yourself, "I don't need to have all the answers right now." Instead of trying to control the future, trust that each step will become clear at the right time. Life is always moving forward, whether you worry or not. You do not need to stress about the path ahead. You only need to take the next step, and the one after that will reveal itself. Say to yourself, I trust life. I allow things to unfold in perfect timing. The mind wants certainty, but the truth is you don't need certainty to be at peace. You only need trust. Let go of the need to control everything. Life knows what it's doing. Fear is one of the loudest voices in the mind. It whispers doubts. It makes you believe that you are not safe, that something bad is going to happen, that you are not capable. Fear convinces you to stay small, to hold back, to avoid change. But fear is just a habit of thought, and habits can be changed. Right now, think of something you have feared in the past, something that seemed impossible, but you made it through. Maybe it was a situation you worried about for weeks, only for it to turn out fine. Maybe it was a challenge that made you stronger, even though you doubted yourself at first. Fear always makes things seem worse than they are. It magnifies problems that may never happen. But the truth is, you have already overcome so much. You are stronger than fear. One way to quiet fear is to replace it with trust. Trust that you are guided. Trust that things will work out, even if you can't see how yet. Trust that you are never alone in your journey. Say to yourself, I am safe in this moment. I release worry and allow peace to enter. I choose love over fear. Fear does not disappear overnight, but the more you remind yourself that you are safe, that life supports you, that you do not have to be afraid, the quieter fear becomes. The next time fear shows up, instead of running from it, pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, is this fear helping me, or is it just a story my mind is creating? Most fears are just stories. And just as they were created, they can be rewritten. Most of the noise in the mind comes from two places, the past and the future. The mind replays old mistakes, worries about what could go wrong, and fills the space with endless thinking. But peace is not found in the past or the future. Peace is only found in the present moment. Right now, in this moment, you are safe. Right now, you have everything you need. Right now, you are breathing and life is supporting you. When the mind drifts into the past or the future, bring yourself back by focusing on what is happening right now. Feel the air moving in and out of your body. Notice the sounds around you. Place your hand over your heart and feel its steady rhythm. The present moment is always here, waiting for you. The more you focus on what is happening now, the less power the mind has to create stress about what is not happening. Say to yourself, this moment is enough. I am enough. You cannot change the past and the future has not arrived yet. The only moment you ever have control over is this one. And in this moment, you can choose peace. Deep inside, there is a quiet voice that has always been with you. It does not shout, and it does not demand your attention. It speaks in gentle whispers, in feelings of peace and certainty, in small nudges that guide you in the right direction. This is your inner wisdom, your intuition. But when the mind is too loud, it is hard to hear this voice. The endless thoughts, the worries, the opinions of others, these all drown out the guidance that is already within you. Your intuition is not something outside of you. It is a part of you. It is the deep knowing that helps you make choices that align with your true self. It is the quiet feeling that tells you when something is right or wrong, even before your mind understands why. To hear your inner voice, you must create space for it. Spend time in silence. Stop looking for answers outside of yourself. Trust the first gentle feeling that comes to you. You do not have to force your inner wisdom to speak. It is already speaking. The only thing you must do is listen. Instead of asking, "What should I do?" try saying, "I already know." I allow the answer to come. The more you listen, the louder your inner voice becomes. The more you trust it, the clearer your path will be. The words you speak to yourself shape your reality. If your thoughts are filled with worry and negativity, your life will reflect that. But when you choose thoughts of peace, trust, and calm, everything begins to shift. Affirmations are powerful tools that help reprogram the mind. When you repeat positive statements with belief, they become a new way of thinking. Try saying these affirmations daily. I choose thoughts that bring me peace. I am calm, centered, and at ease. I trust the flow of life. I release the need to control everything. My mind is clear, my heart is open, and all is well. Affirmations work because they remind your mind of what is true. Even when the world feels chaotic, you can remind yourself, I am safe. I am at peace. I trust the process of life. The more you say these affirmations, the more your mind will accept them as truth. And as your thoughts change, your reality will follow. Quieting the mind is not something you do once and never think about again. It is a daily practice, a choice you make every morning. The world will always be noisy. There will always be distractions, responsibilities, and moments of stress. But you can choose to create a space of stillness inside you, no matter what is happening around you. Try these simple daily practices. Spend at least 5 minutes in silence each morning. Sit with your breath. Let the mind settle. Take deep breaths whenever you feel stressed. This instantly calms the nervous system. Before bed, say to yourself, I release today and welcome a peaceful tomorrow. Be present. When you eat, focus on your food. When you walk, feel each step. When you listen, truly listen. The more you practice stillness, the more it will become your natural state. Instead of reacting with stress, you will respond with calm. Instead of getting lost in thoughts, you will be able to observe them without attachment. You are not your thoughts. You are not the noise in your mind. You are the calm, wise presence behind them. Right now, you have everything you need to be at peace. You do not need to wait for life to be perfect. You do not need to figure everything out. You only need to trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Whenever the mind becomes loud, whenever fear tries to take over, place your hands over your heart. Take a deep breath and say, I trust myself. I trust life. I allow peace to guide me. You are safe. You are loved, and all is well.